What is up, guys? My name is Ian and I help people take their mindset from a place of lack to a place of abundance. I've been thinking about some things lately, especially in the last 24 hours, and basically where I work with a lot of sure, they're nice people, but they're really not ambitious, and they like to talk about how others should live their lives. And to be honest, I can see where they're coming from, but you really should never, ever, 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 ever live your life based on other people's standards of you. You should live your life based off of standards that you gave for yourself. But the reason why I'm making this video is because when it comes to these standards and when it comes to you trying to live this certain type of life, it's really hard to have that idea where, yes, you want this life, and that life would actually require some expectations, some levels of conditions, to say the least. And when you look at these things, it's in one way, shape, or form, that could be very limiting. So for example, it's I want to live this great life. I want to be making a lot of money. I want to be living financially abundant life. And then when that is all set and clear, then a woman could come into my life, and I can actually start to actually date and find my future wife. Or in any circumstance, it's yada yada yada, and then I'll do this. Having these limitations, I want to live this life, so I gotta limit myself to what I would think would bring that into fruition. But the fact of the matter is that'll never happen. The way that I expect things to happen never happen. It doesn't work that way. God's way too smart, and he's way too creative. But the thing is what I can do is I can imagine a life like that. I can dream and attract a life like that. So when it comes to living that dream life, I want to paint a picture of what it could look like, and actually start to follow suit in the actions that I could do each and every single day to get me there. So for example, it's dude, I would love to be around like-minded individuals, and we could be creative, we could be artsy, we could literally collab, and we could just always have each other to fall back onto, and at the same time bringing a beautiful girl into my life and being financially prosperous and all this stuff. And yeah, there's gonna be limitations in that, and I totally understand that, but what I want to share with you is the idea of painting that picture, the idea of dreaming about that, visualizing that, and actually working until it's here. Don't set these rules and obligations and these standards for yourself if you don't have it yet. What you should do is you should dream, and you should visualize and get really, really, really narrowed in on your work habit, and don't look up until you get it, until you have the life that you want. So that was a little epiphany that I had. It's instead of creating these rules and creating these standards to live off once I'm there, why don't I just work hard, visualize, dream, and wake up one day and just have it? I think there's a little difference between creating and structuring and forcing a life, rather than getting to work and actually bringing it into fruition. So power of visualization is huge, guys. Power of the law of attraction is real, and I just want to share with you that you shouldn't limit yourself by restrictions and limitations. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this video was of use to you in one way, shape, or form. Let's check out that sunset. Oh yeah, that's real nice. I'll catch you guys later. Namaste.